Doctors at UMC are taking additional steps tonight in response to those positive tests.
They are. 16 WAPT's Troy Johnson is working from home tonight. Want to point out he's not sick, just social distancing. And he has more on what hospital leaders are saying. Troy.
Yeah, Keegan and Megan, as you mentioned, one student and one nurse at UMMC have tested positive for COVID-19. Here's what we know. Officials say the nurse was asymptomatic while at work, but after leaving campus, she began to show symptoms. They say that patients who had contact with the nurse were tested, and all of the tests came back negative. In addition, 5 UMMC employees have been placed on home isolation. Now, doctors are calling for people to maintain social distancing practices. Do not gather in groups of 10 or more. Continue. Don't touch your face. Cover your coughs and sneezes. And if you're sick, doctors say do not go to the ER. Call ahead for instructions. Medical leaders at UMMC say that they are working on an in-house test for people to take.
We are bringing the full force of all of our resources to bear, and that includes, on our research side, the development of an in-house test. That is not ready at this time. Great progress has been made over the last couple of weeks, and the teams that are working on that are working as rapidly and as fast as they can.
We have to do the best as citizens to listen to these recommendations and not just think, oh, this is not a reality that might affect me, or this is not a reality that might affect my loved one. This is a reality that's here, and it will affect all of us.
Dr. Alan Jones with a sobering statement today. He says, on the scope of all of this, 50 years from now, this pandemic will be studied by children in school. So UMMC is also saying that they are limiting visitors to their campus, and they have also postponed their elective surgeries at that facility. And they're also preparing for the possible influx of additional patients as coronavirus continues to spread around the area. Reporting from home tonight, Troy Johnson, 16 WAPT News.
Good to see you, Troy. Thank you. And want to get to more breaking news tonight. An executive order from Jackson Mayor Chokwe Antar-Lumumba shutting down bars and limiting access to restaurants in the city of Jackson. He's also prohibiting gatherings of more than 10 people. The mayor saying the city does not have the luxury of a wait-and-see approach to this pandemic. Now, we will have much more coronavirus coverage for you in just a moment.
But first, let's get to Chief Meteorologist David Hartman with a look at the forecast.
Well, this great spring weather continues again today, low 80s, and I'm expecting mid 80s for tomorrow. We got a stray shower just to the west of Macomb near Gloucester, and that is moving to the northeast. Just an isolated shower down across our southern counties. Looks like a very pleasant evening. Thursday looks good. Friday is our day where things begin to change. I'll tell you what to expect. Could be some heavy rain in parts of the area.
More breaking news tonight. Nissan announcing it will temporarily suspend production at its manufacturing facilities in the U.S. The company says in a statement the suspension will begin March 20th and go through April 6th. There are no known cases of COVID-19 at any Nissan facility. Areas deemed business essential will operate with enhanced safety measures.
We did see an increase in coronavirus cases overnight in Mississippi. The latest number, it is 34. The State Health Department reporting 13 new cases today, 6 of those in Hinds County. 1 new case in Madison County overnight. LaFleur, Pearl River, and Harrison each reporting 4 cases in those counties. Other counties you see on your screen have 2 and 3 cases, some 1 each. Now, this is tricky. Symptoms of the flu and COVID-19 are similar, but one is potentially much more dangerous than the other. 16 WAPT's Ross Adams spoke with a doctor who gave us some of the basic symptoms of coronavirus.
That's right. We spoke with Dr. Justin Turner. He's an internal medicine doctor here in Jackson, and he distinguishes the difference between the traditional flu and COVID-19.
Cold, runny nose, cough, shortness of breath, fever, body aches, chills. Some may have diarrhea, some may have vomiting, but those are some of the basic symptoms that someone can have.
Dr. Justin Turner says coronavirus symptoms are similar to the traditional flu.
So who should get tested if they have those symptoms?
All right, so the patients who are being prioritized to get tested are patients who are immunocompromised. So patients older than 65 years old, patients who have diabetes, cardiovascular disease, autoimmune conditions such as lupus, people who have cancer, those patients are more likely to get tested as opposed to someone who is younger and relatively healthy.
Dr. Turner says patients with symptoms who believe they may have coronavirus won't necessarily get tested.
And why is that?
Not because of need, but more so because of availability. There's not enough testing kits, unfortunately, to be able to test everyone who wants to be tested. And quite frankly, there's not enough tests to be able to test everyone who needs to be tested.
Now, here's the good news. Dr. Turner says that 80% of patients who contract coronavirus will do just fine and recover. Live in Jackson, Ross Adams, 16 WAPT News.
And the city of Jackson says it's doing extensive cleaning to keep JTRAN buses rolling. Crews have started a cleaning rotation at Union Station. Every 2 hours, 8 buses are cleaned inside. That includes the guardrails, seats, and where passengers pay their fares. The city says the sanitation work does not stop once those buses are parked.
Every night, each bus is deeply cleaned to get ready for the next day, and each driver is equipped with like personal hygiene products so far as hand sanitizer and that sort of thing.
The city says it has more than 30 public transit vehicles undergoing this new cleaning protocol. School districts and parents are starting to work on some longer-term plans for classwork, even if they can't be in school. 16 WAPT's Scott Simmons has a closer look at that.
Local school districts are beginning to map out how kids can continue their academics away from school. Still so much uncertainty how long this extended spring break will last.
Do you remember anything about the hippo? You don't remember?
I'm too busy doing this.
Parents like Hope Rushing have had their hands full trying to keep their kids mentally challenged while they have an extended break from school.
Yay!
But multiple school districts are now sending lesson plans home for kids to resume their academics. The Pearl District was serving meals Wednesday to parents and soon will be handing out lesson plans the same way.
Our plan is we have 2 weeks developed, and we will send that out to our folks, like I said, this afternoon or tomorrow, and then they can access it online.
For those students whose parents don't have computers or internet access, they'll be sending out printed lesson plans like this and will actually be able to drive up and collect them.
Some free websites, some free apps, and then we have math and reading.
The state superintendent has recommended that the state not do any state testing for students. The final decision, though, has not been made yet. In Jackson, Scott Simmons, 16 WAPT News.
The Rankin County School District has been sending out links through its alert system for parents so they can download enrichment programs and lesson plans. They say they're also working on programs in case this break lasts longer than a couple of weeks.
This morning, parents at another Jackson school collected their students' lessons. St. Andrew's Episcopal School set up a drive-through this morning where teachers handed out learning packets and school supplies to parents through their car windows. School leaders say they've always offered distance learning as a choice. Now everyone is doing it until further notice.
Part of our plan involves students learning online. Part of it involves instruction using their traditional materials. And so we've organized a system by which families can come and pick up those materials in a safe and healthy way.
St. Andrews leaders say they don't expect parents to homeschool their children. Teachers will still be checking in and leading the lessons. They're also handing out packets at their upper school in Ridgeland Thursday and Friday.
The Jackson Public School District is doing its part to help feed kids who are home for the next couple of weeks. Several elementary schools are handing out breakfast and lunch for students 18 and under from any school district. We spoke to one college student who says she's thankful for the grab-and-go meals. She's stepping up to take care of her 2 little sisters while also trying to complete her own online courses because their mom is working.
She told me this morning, she said, can you get up for me and go out there and get them something to eat? I said, there's no problem, because we was last minute, we went to try to go to Walmart, get things, and the aisles were out of stock. So I had to come and look, make sure they were straight.
Kids from any district can pick up the meals. Adults will have to pay a small price. The meals will be served Thursday and all next week from 9 until 11. Students must be present to get a free meal. A list of schools participating is at WAPT.com.
JPS is also helping families keep food on the dinner table during the school closure.
It's important for us. They're not only our students while we're serving them during school, but during closure. It's our commitment to the community and our role in the community to make sure that those students receive a nutritious breakfast and lunch.
And the Mississippi Food Network will distribute some family food boxes full of non-perishable items and fresh and frozen foods. The boxes should have enough food to feed a family of 5 for several days. Those boxes will be available from 10 to 12 this Saturday at Peoples Middle School. It's a limited number of boxes. About 400 will be available. And this week, we started something new. We're extending our 10 p.m. newscast, adding 30 extra minutes to make sure we have all the time we need to bring you the latest on cases of coronavirus in Mississippi and across the country, plus bring you any new developments throughout the evening. We hope you will join us for that 1-hour newscast tonight at 10.